All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle, elders of Great Millstone. And salute to you brothers out there preaching his word, saying the truth. All right, this lesson I'm going to be going over Revelation 18th chapter. Okay. It's basically getting into Great Babylon, which is America. All right. America is known as Great Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, okay, the harlot, okay, Rome, all right, Greece, Nineveh, okay, because America basically upholds, worships, all right, all the ideologies, all right, and all the thoughts of the ancient pagan empires that's written in the Holy Bible, all right. But Revelation 18 talks specifically about America, known as Babylon. Okay, Babylon means confusion. Okay, and you can read about the first Babylon. All right, that was birth in Genesis, the 11th chapter, with its leader being Nimrod, which means rebellion. Okay, which Nimrod built the tower, in the sky, and basically the Lord sent the angels down to confuse the languages of the people. Okay, so they wouldn't communicate. So that was like the first New World Order, trying to be established. But the Lord, He brought that to naught. Okay. The second, New World establishment, was during the Grecian Empire, with Antiochus Epiphanes. The Lord brought that to naught by raising up the Maccabees, and this time in America, they're trying to do the New World Order thing again, but the Lord is going to bring that to naught by sending His Son Yahweh Shai to basically destroy that whole New World Order, philosophy, and it's done under wickedness too. The only New World Order empire will be under Yahweh Shai, and that'll be a righteous New World Order. Okay, but without further ado, Revelation 18:1. Okay, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, which is America, is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And what is that talking about? Basically, when America is destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, this landmass that you know as America will be full of desert creatures. Pursuing Isaiah, the 13th chapter. Let me grab it real quick. I'm going to just skim through this real quick. Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13:17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes, which are the Russians, against them, which is Babylon, America, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows shall also so dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity of the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. About the Sodom and Gomorrah story about Sodom and Gomorrah. It was destroyed by fire and brimstone. The modern day fire and brimstone is the missiles. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pin tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Yeah, so there ain't gonna be no brick and mortar establishments, you know. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and the owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And that's the desert creatures. They're gonna be inhabiting this landmass, as you know, America. Okay. After the destruction, all right. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Okay. So let's go back to Revelation 18. And that was just a precept of how America is going to be destroyed. It's going to be destroyed by the Russians. And also, if you go on Revelation 17, America's allies, which is the European Union countries, NATO countries of Europe, they're going to also shoot their missiles along with Russia and China, Iran, on America. Okay. Verse 3, for all nations have drunk over wine of a wrath of the fornication. And that means philosophies. America pushes out all kind of wicked philosophies out in the world. LGBTism, feminism. All right. The dollar hegemony. Okay. Just to name a few. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Yeah. Babylonians, i.e. Americans, they just consume, So a lot of these countries, especially like China, they get rich off America, shit. iPhones, for example. New iPhone came out today, iPhone 15. And the biggest consumers are gonna be Babylonians, Americans. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So that's actually the Lord going to be beaming up his elect, before the missiles destroy America. Okay? Because the missiles is a plague. That's that final plague right there, man. That's going to do the most destruction. For her sins reached up unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you. Yeah, fuck. America got to pay for the slavery of the Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. This place, America, has been built up on slave labor, man. Okay. Rape, rob, and murder. Okay. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which she had filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. So that's still talking about America, man. America's known as the harlot, And queen and harlot is the same word, okay? That's what the word queen means. It means harlot, prostitute. What's a promiscuous woman? Yeah. whore. Okay, that's what the word queen means. And America is known as the harlot, like I said. All right. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, famine, and shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. So that's America's judgment, to be burnt up by thermonuclear missiles. And concentrated lasers fire coming out the chariots from y'all shining angels, man. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Yep. So that tells you right there, the whole world, the whole planet Earth is not going to be blow up and be destroyed. So that's that philosophy. That's another philosophy, wicked ass philosophy that, these people be talking about. No, it's still going to be people on the earth. Only America is going to be destroyed, okay? Standing afar off from fear of her torment, saying, alas, the great city, the mighty city. Hold on. Alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for 1 hour is thy judgment come. So it's going to take 1 hour for the missiles to destroy America. Okay? There'll be no inhabitant in America, okay? The merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Yeah, because there ain't going to be no stores. There ain't going to be brick and mortar. It's not going to be in the manufacturing. Okay. The merchandise of gold, silver, precious stones, and pearls, and fine linen, purple and silk, scarlet, and all of thine wood, and all manners of vessels of ivory, and all manners of vessels of precious wood, brass, iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee. Yeah, so all these things that America has is going to be destroyed, man. Okay. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all the things which are dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things which are made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Yep. So these people over in these other countries overseas, they're gonna be lamenting for America's destruction. You know. Yeah. Plus, it's gonna be a terrifying sight. Okay. These other nations gonna know that the Lord done this, okay? Because Yahweh Shai is gonna tell them. Saying, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. Yeah, so Babylon, America was birthed. Esau came over here in the late 1400s, and you start, 600 years. 500-600 some years, man. So all that time, all them years, Lord's gonna destroy the 1 hour, man. For 1 hour so great riches come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, as many as trade by sea, stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of a burning, saying, What city is like unto the great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, the great city wherein were made rich and all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For 1 hour is she made desolate. Rejoice over her, thy heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh has avenged you on her. Okay? So only the elect is going to be rejoicing. Okay? That America's finally taken down. Verse 21, a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and all shall be found no more at all. And the voice of all the harpers and the musicians and of the pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more in all in thee. No craftsman or whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of the millstone shall be heard no more in all in thee. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. Yep, there ain't gonna be no wicked ass wisdom. Okay, coming out of America. It's gonna be destroyed. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be no more at all in thee, for thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Okay. And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and all that were slain upon the earth. Okay, so Revelation 18, gets heavy into, the reaction of the other nations overseas, seeing America being destroyed, and that's it. That's prophecy, man, So it's already written. The physical, it's already written. America's already been destroyed in the spirit. You just have to wait for the physical to be fulfilled. Okay? So that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.